Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com, and in this tutorial we're going to start looking at intents, and we're going to use an intent to start one activity from another. So at the moment in my application here I've got two activities. I've got this image activity that displays an image, and it can record a set of pass points that will either let the user through to the next stage or not. And then I've got this main activity, which is where the user can write some notes. And at the moment this main activity is not doing anything, it's not being used. But I want it so that if you press the right points in this image activity, it then triggers the main activity. And I've already put some code in here, a tiny little bit of code, so that if this onPostExecute method here from the code that verifies whether the right points were pressed or not, if that passes the user and says yes, the user has pressed the right points, then we want to do something here. Otherwise I'll just show a toast and say access denied, and we'll stay on that screen. So now to go to the main activity, which is what we want to do, we need to create a thing called an intent. And an intent is a way of telling your phone that you want to do something. And intents can be they're usually used for starting new activities, and they can be very specific, like say just run this particular activity, or they can ask your phone just to do something in general and let your phone figure out then exactly how to do it. So we'll be seeing more intents in the future, but I want to just show you the most basic possible usage here. So we need to create an intent class, an intent object here I should say, and I'll declare an intent variable which I'll just call it I, because we're going to use it immediately, and I'll say that I equals new intent. Now I want to use a particular constructor of the intent class, and the first argument is going to be the context, which is going to be this pointer of the activity I'm in, which is image activity.this. I can't type just this by itself here because that would refer to this anonymous class that I happen to be in here. So to get the this reference of the enclosing class, I'm going to have to type image activity.this. But basically you just need to pass in a reference to an activity there, the one that you're actually in. And the second argument is going to be the class, the activity class that we want to start. So I'll say here main activity, and I'll use .class to get the actual class object associated with this main activity. So that will give us an intent that could be used to start the main activity. And to actually make it do that, I just need to say start activity. So I'm going to use a method of the activity class, and I just need to pass it the intent that I want to start. So it's actually really simple. You just need to create an intent. First argument's this reference of the activity you're in. Second argument is the class object of the activity you want to start, and then just call start activity and pass it that intent. And let's have a look at that actually working. So I'll click run here, and let's have a look at the console. And I'm just going to pause my recording for a second. Okay, so it's now like 30 seconds later, and here's my application. And this is, I did like, when I started the emulator, I went to the AVD manager and clicked start, and I checked clear user data, or whatever it says, to wipe the database, and that's why we're seeing this screen. So I click OK on here, and I'm going to click 4 points here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it says storing pass points, and I can now log in. I could also actually go straight in at that point. In fact, maybe I should have a toast here that says now enter the past points again, but let's just do it now. So I'll enter the wrong ones first, so just random points here. It says checking and then access denied, and that's my toast coming up. But if I click the right ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it will run my intent, and I go to my it will trigger my intent and start activity runs, and I go to this other activity here where I can now enter my notes. So that's it for this tutorial, and we will look at more stuff with intents for sure, and this is just a really basic and actually very simple usage that can connect up your two activities or more. Okay, so that's it for now, and until next time, happy coding.